I just wanted to pop in here and talk a little bit about some plans that I have. And one of those things is that I've decided to do a 30-day challenge for myself to show up here and to kind of experiment with some things. And so I thought I would come on tonight. It is September 1st, so it is the first night of my challenge to myself to post one video every single day for September. September is a little bit busy for me. And I was questioning, what am I going to do to keep myself at a priority? And how can I fit everything in without giving up what I've been working on? And so I was like, well, I'm just going to have to put my stuff on hold for a month and I'll just have to get back to it because it's just something has to give. And so I kind of had gone to bed thinking that the other night. I was really kind of bummed out about it. And then I woke up and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to make sure that my stuff is a priority because I'm tired putting it off. So I thought I'm going to do a 30-day challenge just for myself where all I do is show up every single day to do a simple video like this. That's the summary of what's going to be happening. And I do have specific things that I want to talk about. And I'm not really going to say too much about that tonight, but I do have a little bit of a plan. I'm not doing this for like YouTube algorithms or anything like that. This is just for me to show up for myself. And it's about putting that energy into the universe and telling the universe I'm ready for this and I want this and I'm going to make it a priority. So that's really what I'm going to be working on for the next 30 days. And maybe you'll find me along the way. Maybe you'll find me right away today, tomorrow. Maybe you'll find me at the very end. I don't think it really matters when, but I'm glad that you're here and I'm glad that you're listening. I did a couple other videos that were similar to this with this quiet, just low-key space and volume, and I was kind of surprised at some of what came up for it. So I decided that I'm going to kind of lean into that for a little while. This is not everything I'll be doing, but the style is something that fits into my life really well the way it is right now. And it's something that I can show up for. So I decided to give this one a go. I do have an idea for another series, but that's going to be a more produced series. And that'll take me a little bit of time to do. I'll be working on that throughout. But we're moving to a new location here in about 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Can't remember, which can sound like too long for some people and sounds like a really long time for other people. So if you don't know, I do live full time in an RV and we've been in one location for all the summer actually since March. And I work camp and I work at a restaurant in town. And so all of that is kind of coming to an end. It's very seasonal. And so we'll be heading south for the winter because I hate the snow and I'm not, and I just don't want to be cold. I like being warm. So we'll be heading a little bit farther south. And once we move on from this location, my timelines will be very different and my time will be much more accessible. That's when I'll start doing some of the more, I don't even want to call them produced, but just a little bit fancier, I guess. I do like editing. It just takes a long time. And so I'm hoping to get some of that done over the winter. So I'll look forward to that. And I know I'm just rambling right now, and it's kind of the whole point. Like Conley's kind of a raw, rooted series, honestly. But just kind of go from there. And so I just kind of wanted to update that and see kind of where things are going. And I have really worked on a lot of building a space, kind of the whole concept, build it and they will come. I think there's something to that. But so I've been spending a lot of time working on some of that stuff, and anything that I have available will always be in the description. So I'm not going to talk about it too much now or ever really, but it'll be available to you if it's something you're interested in. My whole purpose to doing this is to build a community. It's really important to me to do that. And so I wanted to build that space to have it available immediately so that when I started doing this and started growing, I had that available right off the bat. So that's already available. And I have some other things, but like I said, I've got some plans and stuff. But mostly, this is all about showing up for myself for this whole month. And I think that doing this with a minimal amount of editing is going to be just me talking to you. Like I said, I do have some specific things, and this has been a crazy weekend. And it's really something that's it's hard to work around sometimes, the things that happen in life, but I'm using it as fuel to build this because the one primary thing about everything is that I want to build a life that I don't need to escape from. And I want to show you that you can do the same thing. I want to be able to support other people in doing that. I really truly believe that we don't have to put up with other people's bullshit. And I'm quite frankly tired of making money for other people. I'm tired of doing other people's work. I'm tired of working in other people's businesses. And I work hard. I work very hard. I, I have great work ethics, show up on time all the time, go the extra mile, all of it. And you know this, it rarely ever pays off because they don't what at any rate. I will probably have a little bit of a rant about that. That might be tomorrow's. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not going to try to throw anybody under the bus or anything like that. But I have some thoughts about working for other people and why I don't want to do it anymore. I think if you're listening and you're watching and you're sticking around, you probably feel similar. And we're just all kind of trying to figure out what that means. My whole goal is just, like I said, to build a life I don't need to retire from, a life that I don't need to escape from, a life that I don't need a vacation from, and it's just a life that's fulfilling and honest. That's the best thing. It's like I want to be present in my life. I want to appreciate what I have, and I want to be able to inspire other people to live the same way. And so that's why Soul Legacy Collective exists. It's really about what does it mean to be free? What does it mean to be authentic? What does it mean to be truly who you are? And how do you let go of what everybody tells you to? I call that unbecoming, and that's really what it's about. So I have a lot to share about that, and I hope you will stick around and maybe be inspired. If you have any suggestions or ideas or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Would absolutely love something to respond to. Yeah, I look forward to meeting you in the comments and seeing you around. I appreciate every minute that you watch. And as you know, I'm not going to get all technical in this stuff, but like, comment, subscribe, do all of those things that are, YouTube things to do. It definitely helps me to grow this channel and eventually to reach out and grow this community that I really truly believe needs to exist in this world. I really feel like it's part of my path here, this go around, this Earth School, as they call it. And yeah, I do talk a lot about metaphysical things, a lot of witchy stuff, a lot of tarot and astrology, human design, and just my thoughts and opinions on all of that. And just I think it's an important part of humans needing things that make sense, that explain things in ways that make things make sense sometimes, I guess is the best way to say it. So you can expect some of that. Not that I'm going to be doing tarot readings or astrology reports or anything like that. But I do follow the astrology pretty closely. And the new moons and the full moons are something that I try to celebrate. And I know that's going to be one of the events that I do on a regular basis. Starting this month will be a new moon and a full moon event in the community. And those will just be like casual things that we just kind of hang out, have fun together, and just kind of talk about what's happening. I know this eclipse season is absolutely insane for me. And anybody that is familiar with astrology will know that the next new moon is on 29 Virgo. My Pluto is 29 Virgo in the 6th house. So, might be a little kind of crazy for me. So we'll see. Anyways, I'm just rambling. And by the way, I squint a lot because I'm pretty blind and I don't want the glare on the glasses. So I can see how long the timeline is on the camera and stuff. But yeah, this particular setup seems to be, it's kind of nice because it's quiet. I don't have to worry about being interrupted too much, except the cats. They'll often interrupt, but like there's no outside noise like there is during the day. Where we're at, there's a lot of side by sides and ATVs and stuff like that. So there's always ATVs driving by, and then there's big RVs coming in with big diesel trucks, and just busyness of being close to the office. And so it's really hard for me to find quiet time, especially outside. I would much rather be outside in the sunshine, sitting here talking to you guys, but it's just too noisy outside. And quite frankly, nobody around here needs to just hear what I'm talking about because it's none of their business. Because, well, I don't fit in very well here, so I don't think they'd really appreciate it. It's just fine with me, but I don't need to sit outside and do it. So I look forward to being at new places. We're going to be in the desert a little bit, and I should have some more space and time for that. But in the meantime, I kind of like this setup. It's later at night. It allows me just to talk quietly and just talk whatever I want to talk about without being interrupted. It'll be interesting to see what 30 days does. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great night.